Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello, everyone. Ooh, I want this. Give me that. Hello, everyone. Let's see what's in here. Oh, man.
No room for that.
Well, poop. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my, lightning strike build. So let's go into the gear, show you guys what I've been using. So here are my weapons. I'm using the new silence, just to get a little bit of resistances. This isn't absolutely super necessary for this, but it had lightning flat, lightning percent, it had energy, it had some cooldown, it had resistances, it's got a chance to silent. This thing's freaking awesome, I love it. But you can use this because it has minus 10 resistances for 3 seconds on hit. So this is a good. This is what I used to use, but I've been using this quite a lot now. As far as the silence, I haven't really noticed it proccing too much. So yeah, I haven't really used it too much, so I can't really say how effective silence is. Then for dagger, I'm using kind of a poopy dagger, but you want lightning, flat lightning, percent lightning, and attack speed. And for some reason, my implicit on here is gone. It used to be. I could have swore it used to be attack speed. I think it got shut on art. Does this have it? Yeah, this has it. What happened to this? I don't know. It used to have attack speed. I was wondering why it was a little slower. But the reason behind this is the more we attack, the faster we can proc our lightning strikes. And this build revolves around lightning strike a lot. Alright, so armor. All my armor is really outdated. It's still my old armor. Actually, this is really outdated. No wonder why I was getting hit quite a bit. But in case you guys want to know, you want to get vigor, knowledge, regen, whatever resistances you're missing. On shoulders, you just want might, and try and get glancing hits on your shoulders and the resistances that you're missing. We don't really go into crit chance as of yet, but it does have potential to be a crit chance build. I haven't messed around with it yet, so I can't fully confirm if this is going to be great with crit chance or not. And I'll kind of explain why we can probably go into crit chance in a little bit. Helmet. Oh, wow. This is only a 3 stats. I didn't even notice this. Cooldown, which is not helping me. 17 knowledge. Resistances. But you want to try and get defensive stuff on here. So you're going to want the knowledge, but you're also going to want your resistances. And I don't think you can get glancing, but I would try and get knowledge and try resistances probably. My resistances are pretty low, actually. Boots, you want movement speed, might, or knowledge, I believe. And then whatever resistances you're missing. I gotta change these out really badly. For your gloves, you want percent lightning and attack speed. Attack speed and percent lightning are very important on your gloves, especially attack speed. Ring, try and get flat lightning on your rings and percent lightning. Unfortunately, I do not have that on this, so yeah. And then you want flat lightning, percent lightning, of course, on your other ring. And that's about it. So you, like I said, we could squeeze in crit chance into this build, but yeah, I don't have anything that really gives me crit chance, so I can't really spec into it. Necklace, you want to get percent attributes, and a little bit of regen helps. Like, just a little bit, you don't need too much. And then whatever resistances you're missing. And then here are my potions. I'd recommend getting a lot better health potion. And here's my recovery one. Alright, let's go into the fun stuff. So, here are my attributes. I'm kind of split, just so I can wear my gear. And Actually, I think I have a little bit too much in the might, or too much in agility, too much into something, I forgot. But yeah, as long as you're dipping in the cunning, and I think I did put some in the vigor so I can survive a little bit more, because as you guys seen, my gear is really not the greatest on this particular character. But yeah, that's what I went into. I don't know why I went into might here. 120. It looks like you only need 127 might. Yeah, just get 127 might. Oh, okay, that's why I went a little bit. I think it's because I pumped. Oh no, I wasn't bigger. So, oh, my gear. Okay, yeah, sorry. My gear bumps up might. Alright, let's go into masteries. I'm sorry. Dodge. When we dodge, we get increase damage and crit chance, and celerity gives us our attack speed and movement speed, so really nice. And our main ability is our primary attack, like actual like auto attack or whatever. But you want to go into this right here, lightning strike, because this is what we're capitalizing on, is lightning strike damage. And then onslaught, because we get attack speed per rage, so we are building up rage. And you want vitality drain just for more damage, and then enhance ailment for some more, a little bit of tick damage in there. It's not like super mandatory, but it's nice to have. It's 1 point and it gives you some extra tick damage, so pretty awesome. That should cover everything on that. Let's go into storm. I use Ice Nova just for the flash freeze. This really helps CC, because as you guys can see, I'm pretty squishy. So flash freeze really helps control C situations, so that's why I picked that. Storm Nimbus, you definitely want thunderstorm and storm enhancement, more damage for lightning, and this gives you a chance to do lightning strikes every 2 seconds, and then we get some conversion, but we're just getting the flat lightning is what you really want on this. And then the new skill, Tempest, is really awesome. So what we do is we go into Discharge and then Enhance Amplify. Now we are not actually activating this skill. We are mainly taking advantage of this lightning damage to close enemies for 1 second. This scales off of all your lightning stuff. And when you have Max Amplify, that's after you killed like couple of monsters, like probably 50 monsters, it'll get up to 150. As you guys can see right here, I have 150 stacks on here, and this stays on you. You don't have to actually use the skill, and you don't really want to use the skill. It's just like an active aura, basically. Treat it as an aura that gives you consistent lightning damage every 1 second. This lightning that strikes down actually hits for like 11,000 damage. You can't see it right now, but and if I use my my Valor, and if I have lots of rages, this lightning strike that comes down every second is gonna hit for like 20,000 a pop, so it's really nice consistent tick damage. So let's go into this again. So yeah, that is what you want. Really nice. So it's basically an aura. That's what we're treating it as, sorry. Alright, so let's go into our passives. We unlock Spell Rage, because not only do we, our Rage counts as like for our physical stuff, but for spell stuff, our Spell Rage affects our lightning strikes that come down, so it's really nice. And then you want to go in here for regen, just a little bit of regen, it helps a little bit. And then we went to Storm Affliction. Just get some shocks. Don't exactly really need to go into this, so this is optional for you guys if you want to spec into something else that's or more defense. But that's what I used to use. I didn't change it. I probably will change this because I don't really need it anymore, because we have plenty of chance to get shock chance with this now. But we'll get back into that. So Storm Attunement, this is for lightning damage when you want spell damage. This helps with our lightning strikes, and in weapon damage this helps with our physical attack. And then we go into Lightning Evoke. This is pretty nice. So we get 40% increase in lightning strike damage, and then our Rage Overflow has a chance to call down additional lightning strikes. So really nice. So with all these synergies, we're having tons of lightning just come down. It's really nice. And then we are using Rage, so we went into here to get more Rage plus enhanced damage, and then you want maximum Rage and enhanced duration, which is nice, because you want to keep our stacks up as long as possible. Then Lightning Bringer is the new passive, which is really nice. So the more you reserve, the more additional lightning damage we're going to get. And our Lightning also has a 10% crit chance base, which is pretty cool, but I haven't really noticed it actually critting. I haven't really tested it, but I'm not sure if this is actually working, because I haven't seen any yellow numbers proc off of my lightning, so I don't know if this is working or not. But that is all the passives. Let's go into Warfare. So with Warfare, we are still using Doomhorn to get that little bit of boost in attack, and Frail to minus the resistances. We are using Stomp to generate our 1 Rage, and then we are using Battlefield Awareness to get Vitality Drain. And then we're using the new Valor skill. Now this shares the same cooldown with Tempest, and that's why we're just using Tempest as an aura. So we're not actually activating Tempest, we're using Valor for this. So I have duration 2, so we have 10 seconds, and then we have frenzy, so we get 30% for 1 point, which is really good. We are going to take 8% increased damage, but for 1 point for 30% is actually really nice. We get vitality drain and some lifesteal back, and then we get burst of speed, which is really good. Now vitality drain and burst of speed can be probably interchanged. I haven't messed too much with it, so these could be debatable of whatever you want to get. And when I was talking about crit chance and making a crit build, we now have access to this ability right here, which gives us increased multiplayer and crit chance. I think it's like 150 and then like 30 multiplayer when you max it out. So pretty nice. So we do have options for that. Really good. Rapid regen, I thought it was really good, and then I looked and it says 1 second. That 1 second doesn't really feel too great. So I didn't really take rapid regen. Alright, let's go into the passes. So of course we want weapon proficiency, because we are scaling off of our weapon damage. We want a little bit of crit chance and attack speed. Pretty nice. Then for this, we want this for rage, increases our rage damage and stuff. And then we want rage and mount, maximum rage. And then we want to go into Invoker of War, so spell damage actually affects our lightnings and stuff. So go into spell element if you want, and then some spell crit. But like I said, I haven't seen it actually proc a crit on the lightning proc, so I'm not exactly sure if that works. And then we want regen over here and some damage. This is after you use a melee skill, which is count for this. And then I went into 6 into this and get 5% health, so we have a little bit more health. We're a little bit more tankier. And then I just put 2 points into this. But this, I might go further into this. I might actually take out some of this and put it into this, so I can have more rage damage. And I might take minimum stacks. I'll lose my 2 maximum, but having +3 to minimum is pretty nice. I might fool around a little bit more with that. But that is it. That is it for the build. Let me show you guys like the tick damage that you get from Tempest. Alright, so here is the tick damage. As you can see, I'm not even attacking, and it is just 16,000 right there. That's only with 4 rage stacks too. And I didn't dodge too as well. So if I dodge, it'll actually do more for a little bit. Do that, we'll dodge. So yeah, you don't even have to fight anything. You just run around in circles, and the lightning just tickle them to death. That's all you gotta do. So I guess this would be a good way to show you guys the clear speed a little bit. Spiders are pretty scary for me right now, 'cause I don't have much poison resist. But we could just kite them like that. So normally I just freeze things. That's about it. There's so many dang spiders. But yeah, that is pretty much the playstyle. Just go in, freeze, build up your stacks, and then by the time your stacks are built up, you don't really need to freeze anymore because you'll be attacking so fast that everything will pretty much melt and die. And then that's about it. You guys all have a fantastic day. Peace.